Hi guys, good afternoon. This is Coach Lyn and welcome to another segment of our lunch break coaching talks. And for this afternoon session, we're going to talk about criticism. So yun, di ba? Last week we talked about 6 signs kung para malaman mo kung nag-worry ka about what other people saying about you. So ngayon, connected to that, we're going to talk about criticism, how to handle yung mga ganitong situation, and more on understanding dun sa criticism na tinatawag natin. So, everything is easier with a plan. So, what I'm going to share to you this afternoon is a checklist on what are we going to do or how are we going to respond kapag isa ka or isa tayo dito sa nakaka-encounter na ganito. So, it's important to know what are we going to do if we're going to face this kind of situation para we know how to respond and hindi rin siya masyadong masakit sa atin. Okay, so what is criticism ba muna? Ano ba ito? Or ikaw ba ay na-experience mo na siya? Or is it your first time to hear this? So, yon based on sa definition, wait lang, nakiya ko lang yung screen. Yan, based on kay Merriam-Webster, sabi niya, criticism is the act of expressing disapproval and of noting the problems or faults of a person or team. Ito daw ay isang critical observation or remarks or a critic. So, it depends na lang to a person how are they going to take yung comment na yon or yung critic na yon. Is it in a positive way or negative way? Pero based on the definition that we read, ano nga siya, expressing disapproval. So, yon. So, no matter what we do or how well we do it, some criticism is eventually going to come our way. So, kahit na ikaw yung tao na, alam mo yun yung parang piniplease mo yung ibang tao or you think na lahat ng ginagawa mo ay para magustuhan kanila or para matanggap kanila. Pero still, meron at meron pa rin tayong makukuha mga criticism. So, let's have a deeper understanding of why it why it hurts. Okay, so bakit nga ba? bakit ayaw natin sa criticism or totoo ba na ayaw natin and bakit siya masakit? Paano niya tayo nasasaktan? So what happens in our brains, it's more on sa science. Based dun sa research, there's something happening kasi dun sa brain natin. So kapag meron daw mga criticism. So what happens kapag nakaka-receive tayo ng criticism, our brains view criticism as threat to survival. Kasi di ba in everything that is happening, meron tayong reaction, fight or flight. So, pagka may criticism daw, ang tingin ni brain dito is threat to survival siya. So, because our brains are protective of us, di ba yun nga, yung pagka-brain lagi siya, yung ginagawa sa atin ni brain ay pinoprotektahan niya tayo in everything. So, kapag may criticism, ganun agad yung reaction niya. Ang thinking lagi ni brain is to protect us. So, neuroscientists say they go out of their way to make sure we always feel like we're in the right, even when we are not. So, sometimes, di ba, kahit alam natin na yung intention is good, pero dahil sa ganito kasi mag-work si brain natin ang lagi niyang thinking na kailangan i-protect ko tong self na to, kailangan i-protect ko siya dito sa situation na to. So, kahit alam natin na tama yung sinasabi ng isang tao or kahit alam natin na valid naman yung point niya, yung sinasabi niya sa atin, still, ganun nagre-react si brain natin. Kaya, ayun, don't worry, don't beat yourself na if you think na, ay, teka lang, parang ganito pala yung naging reaction ko. So, kung be-base natin siya sa science, yun kasi siya Ganun kasi talaga yung design ng brain natin. Now, the purpose of this session ay makita natin and malaman natin paano tayo nagre-react and ano ba dapat yung magiging reaction natin kapag nandun tayo sa ganong situation. And yun guys, if your first time to join me or ngayon mo lang po ako nakita, I am Coach Lyn. I'm a certified life coach from the Global Institute of Coaches and Entrepreneurs based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And as a coach, ito ay isa sa support to community. So every Monday I'm having this hashtag lunch break coaching talks wherein I'm sharing mga different topics about life and yung mga topics na sa tingin ko is kailangan po nating marinig. And yun, since we are still in pandemic, tapos ang purpose kasi talaga nito, kaya nag-came up ako sa idea kung bakit lunch break is kasi di ba marami tayong mga safety protocols and yung isa doon is bawal na yung magkwentuhan sa pantry, bawal lalo na pag wala tayong mask. So, ayun, if you are spending your lunch alone, tapos you have your phone, eto po siya. So, usap muna tayo. And if you are connecting to the topic, please feel free to post your comment dito sa comment section below. And if you think that someone will be blessed dito sa topic natin, sa pinag-uusapan natin, ayan, share lang po natin dito sa kanila. Alright, so yun, going back dun sa pinag-uusapan natin, why it hurts. Kasi nga diba, brain siya, tapos intentionally brain is protektahan tayo. So, i-protect tayo. Then, when we receive criticism, our brain tries to protect us from the threat it perceives to our place in the social order of things. We remember criticism strongly but inaccurately. So again, we remember criticism strongly. So yun nga kaya di ba pagka naka-receive ka ng isang statement or isang critic, nadadala mo siya. So nare-remember talaga natin siya na minsan na sa point na hindi natin siya makalimutan. But sometimes, yun, strongly mo siya nare-remember but inaccurately. Meaning, nahahaluan na siya ng emotions mo din. So when we hear information that conflicts with our self-image, our instinct is to first change the information rather than change ourselves. So pagka sinabi natin, oh bakit ganito yung sinabi ng tao na to sa akin, pero hindi naman talaga ako ganon. Diba? So ang nangyayari, we are changing yung information. Hindi yung sarili natin. Hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng reflection na valid ba yung sinabi niya, tama ba yun, ganun pa talaga ako, or yun. So maraming mga iba-ibang questions yung naiisip natin. And ayan, based dito, criticism can feel like an actual threat to our survival. No wonder it's so tough for us to hear and offer. So, yun po siya. Kaya siya masakit, it's a natural reaction din ng brain, yun yung ginagawa. Don't worry po, si brain, yun talaga siya. Yun yung talaga yung ginagawa ng organ na yan. Protektahan tayo. Kaya ngayon, kailangan nating maintindihan paano ba nag-work si brain para hindi din siya maka-affect how we react sa mga nangyayari po sa atin. Alright, so to decide what kind of criticism you're dealing with, ask yourself the following questions. Eto, sa mga next slides, meron akong ilang items for you to share na ito yung magiging checklist natin or yung guide natin para ma-assess natin yung sarili natin at makita natin ano yung gagawin natin if we're facing etong ganitong situation. So, yung first daw is, ayan, ano bang criticism yan? So, what is the source of this criticism? Do they know what they are talking about? So, pag sinabi mong source, tao ba yan? Sino yan? Ano yung effect niya sa'yo? And then, what is their intention? Are they truly trying to help me or to hurt me? Kasi diba sometimes, yung iba basta lang, yes, nagsasalita lang, sinasabi lang sa atin, pero yung intention naman talaga nila is masaktan lang talaga tayo. Wala naman content din yung sinasabi nila. So, i-weigh natin yung situation na yon. What do they get out of giving me this criticism? Anong effect din nun sa kanila? So, decide if the feedback is constructive or destructive. So, yun, kung narinig nyo na yun, meron tayong tinatawag na constructive criticism and destructive criticism. So, think about whether feedback is coming from someone who cares for you. So, etong sa first na question natin, di ba? Then, ano ba yung intention niya? Tapos, yung tao na yon ay gusto ka ba niya talagang tulungan? Kaya siya nagbibigay ng ganong statement. Then, yun nga, yung sa two types ng criticism, yung constructive and destructive, learn to recognize the difference between the two para alam natin how are we going to deal or how are you going to deal with any criticism you may receive. So, pag sinabi nating destructive criticism, is it often just thoughtlessness by any person? Ibig sabihin, kahit sino, kahit kilala ka or hindi, especially if you are on social media tapos you are posting something, 'di ba hindi natin maiiwasan may mag-comment doon. Tapos if yung tao na yon is against you. So, alam mo na kung ano yung mga possible na ilagay yung mga comments. So, yon. Constructive criticism should be, destructive criticism can, in some cases, lead to anger or aggression. So, yun siya, destructive. Kaya nga siya, destructive criticism. While, yung constructive criticism, this is designed to point out your mistakes. But also, show you where and how improvements can be made. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang niya pinakita kung ano yung mali mo or hindi mo tamang nagawa. Pero may suggestion doon or may recommendation or mayroon siya mga strategies na bibigay on how you can improve yung mga yung mga observation na yon. Constructive criticism should be viewed as useful feedback that can help you improve yourself rather than put you down. Hindi po niya intention na pagka-constructive pag constructive criticism, hindi niya intention na i-down ka lang, i-down yung pagkatao mo, hindi po siya ganun. Kaya nga meron dong suggestion, meron dong ways on how are you going to improve yon, kung ano yung ina-address niya. And when criticism is constructive, it is usually easier to accept. Even if it still hurts a little, in either scenario, always try to remember that you can use criticism to your advantage. So, yan, either constructive yan or destructive. Siyempre, parehas naman siyang masakit. Pero yung kapag ka sa constructive, we are going to learn din naman doon. Kung destructive, destructive kasi na-mention niya lang talaga sa'yo pero hindi siya nakapagbigay ng mga strategies or ways on how are you going to improve yung observation na yun. Alright, so yung next point natin is choose how you want to proceed. Dalawa lang yan. So, yung first kanina, di ba, yung sa verse natin, define mo siya, identify mo siya, constructive ba siya or destructive. Yung next natin ngayon is kung ano ba yun. For example, constructive ba siya? Paano ka magpo-proceed? Yung first natin, mag-stop ka ba? Pag sinabi nating stop, if the source of the criticism is not an expert, avoid giving it any of your attention. Ibig sabihin, wag mo po siyang pagtuunan ng oras. Wag mo ubusin yung oras mo para doon. Lalo na kung hindi naman pala siya expert doon sa something na sinasabi niya about doon sa topic na yon. The same is true if the person has negative intentions. Just get back to work. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, stop na. Okay, wag mo nang ubusin yung energy mo doon. Proceed ka na sa mga dapat mong gawin. Yung next naman is, yan, kung may stop, may go. Pero kailan natin malalaman kung kailan tayo dapat mag-go into something? Or kailangan ko bang entertain itong criticism na to, itong feedback na to? So, pag sinabi natin go, if criticism is intended to be helpful and comes from someone knowledgeable, proceed with the next item on this list. Yun daw sa 3. So, ang pinaka-point lang dito is let's have wisdom, let's have this discernment na tingnan natin kung meron kang time, saan mo lang ilalaan yung oras mo. So, it's about weighing things. So, minimize encounters with harmful people. Okay, wag nating expose yung sarili natin sa mga negative people na hindi naman ding intention na tulungan po tayo. Okay, so kung nag-go ka daw, sabi dito, ito yung mga tao na ang intention is makatulong sa atin. So kung ito yung pipiliin mo, proceed tayo sa third. So yung third item natin ay listen intently. So sabi dito sa quote na nilagay ko, any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, but it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving. And that's the purpose of this talk. That's the purpose of this sharing sa inyo po. It's a matter of self-control. And kanina nga sa previous item, where are you going to spend your energy? Okay? Now, listen intently also means listen for understanding. The criticism you're receiving could be incredibly valuable. When you're about to receive either type of feedback, approach the situation with an open mind so you can understand the difference. Try to remain calm and treat the other person with respect and understanding. And also, I added itong isang quote na best reminder na din ito para sa akin. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Yes, again, masakit siya na kapag ikaw yung topic, ikaw yung subject dun sa conversation. However, if this is for your growth and constructive criticism din siya, ayan, allow yourself to listen, allow yourself to learn from that person. So, when we say listen intently, makita natin ano ba yung perspective nitong taong to? Bakit ito yung nasasabi niya sa akin? Bakit ganito yung statement niya? Okay? And yung fourth natin, it's connected din dun sa third. Kung kanina, listen intently or listen for understanding, next, clarify. So, syempre, kung hindi mo nagawa yung step number 3 kanina, yung pagpakikinig, hindi ka makakapag-clarify. Now, what do we need to clarify? We need to clarify ano ba yung sinasabi ng tao na to? Or yung sinabi ba niya or the statement that you receive from him or her ay klaro, or kung ano yung statement na yon, kung paano niya sinabi, ganun mo rin ba nakuha? Or kung hindi klaro sa'yo, ask questions. Hindi naman din masamang magtanong. Kaya nga sinasabi natin na it's good na na makakuha tayo ng feedback, or yun nga, yung criticism from that person. Ensure that you fully understand the statement. And then, eto, important po to, especially for coaches. Ito kasi pag may mga kausap kami, ito ay isang rule din, don't make assumptions. So for us to know, for us to ensure that we understand the other people, ayan, hindi kami, bawal po talaga yung assumption. Pwede mo kasing sabihin na, like for example, may nagbibigay sa'yo ng criticism. Ang tingin agad natin ay galit yung tao na yun sa atin, where in fact, hindi naman pala siya talaga galit. Ganun passionate lang siya, or ganun lang talaga siya magsalita. So, i-clarify mo siya. So, ito yung na-receive ko sa'yo, ito yung naramdaman ko habang binibigay mo sa akin yung statement na yan. Ito ba yung feeling mo para sa akin? Or iba lang yung pagkakaintindi ko? Or ito yung statement na binigay mo? Ganun, yun ba talaga yung ibig mo sabihin? And ano yung pwede mong magawa nun? So, again, yun, ask questions po to clarify. And then, I'm sorry. Okay. Take specific examples to help you understand the issue. Ano yung mga possible na example na pwede mong share related to the discussion that or to the topic that you are talking about? So, ano ba yun? And ayun, aside do sa questions, examples, then focus on the situation, not the person. Sometimes kasi, di ba, the human in us, sometimes na tinitingnan natin yung tao, hindi natin na-address yung situation or yung statement mismo. And ayun, dahil nga, di ba kanina, nagre-react agad tayo doon sa tao mismo, not in the situation. Kaya be careful on that and be mindful sa actions na gagawin natin. Avoid engaging in a debate. Okay? Avoid engaging in a debate. Instead, ask questions to get the root of the actual issues being raised and possible solutions for addressing them. Okay? Hindi po magre-result ng sa gusto natin yung kapag lagi tayo nagde-debate. Kasi pag nagdebate, pareho kayong tama. Where dito kasi, hindi point yung kung sino yung tama at sino yung mali. If we want to change something, we need to acknowledge na pareho tayo na may dapat gawin. So kung ano yung dapat gawin na yun, dapat pag-usapan siya. Dapat klaro siya between two parties. So ako or ikaw o kung tayong dalawa yung nagkakausap, so ano yun? So we need to clarify those things. Alright? Next, fifth. So, okay na kanina, na-identify na natin, nakita rin natin, good yung intention, nag-go tayo, tapos, nag-listen, naintindihan natin, nakinig tayo dun sa side ng isang tao, and then, na-clarify natin. Next, thank the person or thank the other person. Thank you for giving your feedback, or ayan, eto kasi thanking them is as much for your peace of mind as it is theirs. Ito is para klaro din sa ating dalawa na kung tayong dalawa yung nag-usap na wala tayong samaan ng loob, na yung gusto kong parating sa'yo ay naintindihan mo, at yung ikaw, nung nabigay ko na yung gusto kong sabihin, ikaw din, nag-respond ka din sa akin and nakuha mo rin yung ibig kong sabihin. Okay, hindi po natin intensyon na ma-break yung relationship, lalo na ito, maano to sa mga magkakaibigan, di ba? Sometimes pagka magkakaibigan, instead na erase natin yung concern, hindi na lang natin erase kasi nga iniisip natin na baka masira yung relationship natin. Pero yun, ang nangyari, hindi natin na-address. Okay? Kaya it's good na ito ay matutunan po natin. Guys, hindi natin siya matututunan lahat in one day. Kailangan po natin siya i-practice. Kaya itong checklist na sinishare ko sa inyo ngayon, maganda na start na rin natin siya if you think that you are that one person na kailangan po nito ngayon. So, yan. And syempre dapat dito sa fifth item natin is be appreciative. Thank those who offer constructive criticism. People who provide you with helpful feedback want you to achieve your goals. Even if it hurts to hear that you did wrong, remember their intentions and thank the person who gave you constructive criticism to being an ally. Thanking them, yes, yan nga, reminder yun sa atin na wala kang nakasamaan ng loob. Yes, ayun, yes, nakakasakit yung criticism, nakakasakit yung makarinig na ganyung salita, lalo na it's about you. However, yung good thing about that is narinig mo siya. And may mga action steps, kasi syempre kung constructive criticism yan, may mga action steps on how are you going to correct yung mga items na yon. Alright? Next natin, process what you hear. So, since nag-thank you ka na kanina, let's say, okay na, this is your me time, this is your moment na process mo kung ano yung napag-usapan mo, ano yung naging conversation nyo, ano yung naging flow ng conversation nyo. And dito sa photo natin, there are different emotions, different, drawing or emoji. And, ayan, pwede kasing after that conversation, different or mixed emotions yon. Pero kung hindi kasi naging maganda yung pag-uusap, possible yung sad yung makuha mo. And I hope na syempre happy pa rin tayo. Though, yun nga, kahit masakit, pwede naman ding masaya yon. Kasi nga, narinig mo siya, tapos may possible na mga action items ka na may isip. So, make plans to act on constructive criticism. If someone has given you feedback with a genuine view to helping you improve and you're dead keen on doing so, action is the key. Okay, lalo na kung nagpa-process ka tapos na-realize mo, okay, so ito pa na yung mga dapat kong gawin. Step 1, 2, 3, or depende kung ano yon, mga naisip mo. Then, if you feel that you may lose self-control or say or do something potentially damaging, walk away. So, ito is during discussion ha. Kung sa tingin mo sagad na hindi mo kaya na yung pinag-uusapan, wag naman walk out. Excuse mo lang yung sarili mo. Kung nasa meeting ka o nasa office ka, if you are in a meeting at work, politely excuse yourself and leave the room until you have had a time to gather yourself. Even though somebody's negative remarks may hurt, it is more harmful for you to allow their criticism to be destructive to your confidence. Okay, so mag-excuse po tayo. Wag yung walk out lang basta. Syempre nandun pa rin tayo sa we are willing, we are interested to hear yung mga words nila. However, kasi meron tayong moment na hanggang dito lang kasi yung kaya ko ma-accept. Ngayon, hindi ko pa kayang marinig. So, kailangan ko siguro mag-breathe. Pwedeng mag-restroom ka muna. Pwedeng uminom ka muna ng water. And then, after nun, if you feel that you're okay na, balik ka na ulit doon and then talk again. Pero wag po nating hayaan na nakahang din yun. So, eto is kapag face-to-face ha. Pero pag chat, siguro pagka nasa chat group, wag po tayo mag-leave ng chat group. Wag po natin silang iwanan kasi mas lalong hindi po natin maaayos kung ano po yung dapat nating pag-usapan. Alright? So, yun. And eto, guide question natin. How can you use the information, make a plan, and apply it? So, based on your discussion earlier, narinig mo na lahat, paano mo magagamit yun? how are you going to assess, and how are you going to use those information. Okay, tapos ano na yung next plan mo? Paano na yung, ano na yung mga action items mo? Alright, so sa last item natin is about return for more feedback. When we say return for more feedback, ibig sabihin you're interested to know that person pa, or no, not to know that person, but yung topic na yon na shinare ng tao na yon. So, after you've applied your new plan, kanina, di ba? So, may plan ka na. Ask for more advice on how to proceed further. Repeat the process. So, dito sa photo, meron kayong nakikita mga samples to on how can we react when we receive criticism and when we receive feedback. So, dito, sinasabi niya, pag criticism, that's under fixed mindset. And pag feedback, that's under growth mindset. So, para hindi tayo masyadong sumakit sa brain, let's define muna ano ba yung fixed mindset. So, fixed mindset means we believe that our skills, intelligence, general qualities, and talents are fixed traits and cannot be changed. This attitude can often result in resistance to learning or attempts to improve our skills. So, yun yung challenge doon. Parang limited na. And then, for growth mindset, means we believe that our skills, talents, and general qualities have the capacity to grow and can be improved by hard work and persistence. This mindset results in a positive attitude towards both learning and critical feedback. People with growth mindset are also generally more open to trying new things. And let me read yung isang example dito. You are in a fixed mindset daw kapag sinabi mong, this person is picking on me. So, kung gusto natin ma-practice na nasa growth mindset tayo, what we can say is that yung kanina is, this person cares about me and is trying to help me. Okay? Now, we are talking about constructive feedback or constructive criticism. So, yan po siya. Siyempre, the intention is good. Yun lang, masakit lang talaga pag i-address po siya. And we can think of this way. We can react with a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. So, yung next is, let me read din. So, fixed mindset is instead of saying, this person thinks I'm bad at this. So, whatever is that thing. And then, just say, eto, kung gusto natin i-practice na nasa growth mindset tayo, this person must believe in me, or she wouldn't bother pointing out how I can improve. So, yun. Kasi nga, sabi natin kanina, pagka sa constructive criticism, yung person na involved doon, what he or she wants ay ma-achieve mo yung goal mo. So, it involves, kapag ka ganun, it involves yung personality natin. So, kung may nakita siyang mga observations, hindi pwedeng hindi niya yun i-erase sa'yo kasi he or she really wants to help you. Ang galing. So, yun. And one thing to remember on this when we are asking for more feedback. So whatever the circumstance is, don't respond in anger. Again, wag po tayong magalit, wag po ganun yung response natin kasi think that it is for our own good. Ano siya? Destructive criticism man or constructive, this is for our own good kasi it's about us. It's not about other people. Though yung information comes from other people, pero syempre, para sa atin po siya. Yan, don't respond in anger as this will cause a scene and create bad feelings and possibly a bad image for you. Okay, so let's choose to discuss yung situation, yung conversation, and wag yung tao yung i-attack po natin. Okay? So, yun yung 7 items or checklist that we can do on how are we going to handle criticism, and I hope guys na may nakuha tayo and ma-apply na po siya natin agad. Ako guys, what I can share to you is yung related naman din sa workplace siya. When I receive yung information or yung criticism na hindi talaga ako naniniwala na ako yun. Diba? Yun yung na-share ko din sa inyo kanina. So, kaya itong topic na to is very close to my heart kasi nga I can really connect dun sa mga na-share ko po sa inyo kanina. Kaya, pinapractice ko na rin siya. I'm not saying na na-perfect ko na lahat kasi lalo na pag masakit po talaga. So, it's a process. It's a process. Kaya, what we can do ngayon is apply siya and be more open for feedback din. So, being open for feedback is a sign of maturity and growth. So, that's good naman. Though in the process masasaktan tayo, pero yung good thing naman dun is at the end of that process, you will see yourself as a better person. And that's what we want, diba? So let me read itong ilang sa mga quotes about criticism. So yung first is, criticism like rain should be gentle enough to nourish a man's growth without destroying its roots. So meaning, if you are that person who's going to give criticism, I encourage you to give constructive criticism instead of destructive criticism. And then, ayun, syempre be gentle din, aralin natin. There are ways on how to give yung criticism na yan, pero hindi po yun yung topic natin for this afternoon. Siguro other session po siya, other lunch break coaching talks natin siya. Pero yung reminder dito is be gentle din, be considerate din, and yung words kasi are powerful, di ba? So, ingat-ingat din tayo sa mga sinasabi natin and how are we going to say it. Yung next is, don't be afraid of criticism. The tallest trees are always confronted by the strongest wind. Okay, so yan. Kaya guys, ito yung shinare ko sa inyo how to handle. Kasi ayan, meron talagang darating na mga criticism. Kung kakilala mo yan or hindi, may darating at darating po talaga. And don't be afraid to receive yung mga criticism na yon. And remember, that's for our own growth. So we all learn by making mistakes, and learning how to deal with criticism positively is one way that we can improve our interpersonal relationships with others. Even if the person was mean or rude, you don't have to be the same way. Kung ikaw ay naka-receive ng negative feedback or yung approach sa'yo ay hindi maganda, it doesn't mean na ganun ka na rin or ganun na rin yung magiging approach mo if you're going to talk to other person. You don't have to commit the same sins. And again, yung purpose po nito, what do we want, is to be a better person po. Alright. So, ayun guys. So, that's what I'm going to share to you this afternoon. And before yung end ng session na to, let me invite you dun sa upcoming session ko. Me and my wife's 5-step process to I do love what I do. So, that's via Zoom. All you need to do is to register. That's free session po. So, bakit po tayo nasa Zoom? Why not in FB Live? Kasi I want to talk to you and I want to answer your questions dun sa class natin. Sometimes kasi through Facebook Live or through Facebook, meron po sa inyo na hindi nag-comment or hindi nagpo-post ng mga questions, but they are messaging me. So minsan may mga delay sa response or hindi ko agad nababasa. So dito sa class na to, if you are that one person na kailangan mo ng support, kailangan mo ng tulong to understand yung why of your goals and how to do or how to love what you do para malaman natin bakit ito yung ginagawa ko, bakit ito yung reaction ko, bakit ito yung respond ko. So, I want you to be there in the class, and then let's talk about you and your whys or your, yung gusto mo mangyari or gusto mo ma-achieve. Alright, so, nandyan po yung link. You can take the screenshot of this tawag dito, slide. And then later, paki-follow po yung link ko. Paano ko po siya sinulat dyan, paki-follow din po kung small case or uppercase kasi case sensitive po si bit.ly. Alright? And then for tomorrow, if you are a safety leader or you're free at 10 a.m. Yung topic natin is nasa week 2 na po tayo ng hashtag safety moment, safety leadership at the workplace. So, yun guys, that's all that I can share to you. And if you have questions, if you have message of or if you want to connect with me, you can contact me via yan sa YouTube channel ko. Please subscribe. And if you want to know more about life coaching, yung mga sinishare kong topics about life, mga life lessons, you can watch the videos on my YouTube channel. That's Coach Lyn Garcia. And subscribe na rin tayo para maging updated po tayo sa mga pinopost ko about mga life lessons. And then, that's also my Facebook page, Coach Lyn Garcia. If you're on Facebook, visit nyo lang po. Type nyo lang doon sa search bar, Coach Lyn Garcia, tapos you can see me na. And then, pwede nyo rin po akong email, visionbuildercoach@gmail.com. And ayan, I'm also offering 1 hour discovery coaching session. If you want help from a life coach, meron po akong in-offer yon. That's free, don't worry. That's free discovery coaching session. Ang pag-uusapan lang natin doon is how can I help you as a coach? How do you want me to help you? And saang part ng buhay mo ngayon kailangan mo ng support. So yon. You can contact me kahit saan dyan or dun sa mobile number ko, which is 0917-538-5446. So, yun guys. I hope marami po tayong mga nakuha ngayon. Marami tayong natutunan from this session. And if you're going to watch it on a replay, I encourage you to post, comment, to share the video on your timeline, on your groups, on your, if you have Facebook page. And yun, let us be a blessing to other people. And then, tayo na yung isang tao na mag-change din ng mundo or na mag-change ng space that we occupy. And as I always say, guys, let us spread love and kindness today. So yun lang guys. Bye and see you on my next session on Monday, #lunch break coaching talks. Don't forget po, 12 noon, live ulit via YouTube and then sa page ko, Coach Lyn Garcia. So that's it guys. Bye-bye.